Hello, I'm Michele Lieberman, and I'm honored to present my 9th annual report. Each year, this report gives us a moment to celebrate the work being done across Alachua County, work that helps shape the quality of our life and our community. Alachua County remains financially strong, so strong that for 9 consecutive years we have reduced the property tax millage rate while maintaining essential services and preparing for the needs of a growing community. The report format is different this year. We have aligned it directly with the County Commission's strategic guide, which organizes our priorities around 3 major pillars: people, people in place, and people, place, and prosperity. Also, rather than hearing from each department director, we are going deeper into our organization to share other voices, highlighting the cross-departmental collaborations that are so effective. As always, I want to thank the employees in our internal support departments who make what we do possible. Our accomplishments have been extraordinary. We cut the ribbon on our innovative motel conversions that are now providing over 60 permanent supportive housing units. We marked 25 years of Alachua County Forever and our 100th conservation land acquisition. We are near the opening of our new Fire Rescue Headquarters and Emergency Operations Center, and construction is underway on the new Civil Courthouse. We won the rights to host our 2nd World Masters Association Indoor Track and Field Championships right here at the Alachua County Sports and Events Center, now fully operated by county staff. We have made enormous progress on roads through the Transportation Capital Improvement Program, a 10-year, $250 million commitment to our roads and the largest such investment in Alachua County's history. So far, we have 84 road projects totaling $121 million that have been completed, are under construction, or are in the planning stage. I am particularly proud of our efforts to help residents understand government budgeting. I collaborated with our communications office and our finance team to launch Sense and Sensibility, Alachua County's budget in 8 chapters, because our residents should not need a finance degree to understand government finances. This effort reflects our commitment to transparency, accountability, and public trust. County Attorney Sylvia Torres and her staff have provided exceptional legal support. Highlights include processing more than 1,200 public records requests, supporting the transition of the Sports and Events Center to county management, and successfully defending litigation challenging the voter-approved 2020 Growth Management Area referendum. Now, it is my pleasure to let the staff share our accomplishments.
The first pillar of the county strategic guide is people, their well-being, and safety. This includes emergency services, public health, and social and youth services.
Alachua County Fire Rescue has been on the front end of trying to hire the very best people that we can hire and then putting them through the classes required to certify them as firefighters. We're working hard to ensure that those folks have all the tools that they need to be good paramedics, firefighters, and leaders in our community.
The fire services continue to grow, and the way we do things has continued to change. We've sought out to bring in leadership, presenters, and tactical presenters from all over the country to bring those knowledges and experiences to us to help better prepare our staff for what they might see out in the field.
By doing that, we're getting the very best people that we can to serve our community.
The best people also need the best equipment to serve the citizens. That includes new ambulances.
Public Works maintains the county's entire fleet of vehicles, including ambulances and fire trucks. The fleet division is involved with the acquisition of the ambulances and fire apparatuses. And we take ownership of them and get them prepared to go out into the field.
Our crews are excited about the 12 new ambulance units that have hit the street. The added bench seat on the opposite side of the patient gives our crews more room to navigate on critical calls, which can really come into account when we're running major calls like strokes or cardiac arrest. Give them a little more space to be able to operate and be able to provide life-saving care to the patients.
Serving the community also means modernizing Fire Rescue Headquarters and the Emergency Operations Center to streamline and coordinate emergency response.
One of the most exciting opportunities that we have this year in Fire Rescue is our move to the new Fire Rescue Headquarters and Emergency Operations Center. Having both of the agencies under one roof allows us to communicate clearly effectively and quickly in a time of emergency that affects the entire county.
This used to be an old armory that we have renovated to house the Emergency Operations Center and Fire Rescue in one facility. It's a very large facility, roughly 30,000 square foot.
Alachua County is also building new modern fire stations like the recently completed Station 21 and soon Station 25.
We're currently in the design phase of Fire Station 25, which we're going to construct out at Tech City. Tech City has a unique aesthetic to it with solar panel features, which we are going to try to combine into our fire station.
And disaster preparedness and relief don't just involve fire rescue. In times of emergency, it's all hands on deck. Take the Public Works and Solid Waste departments, for example.
We completed a disaster debris agreement. We don't want the hurricanes to come, but we know that they will. And when it does, and we have all of that yard waste pile up, we've obtained approval for an additional east side disaster debris management site. So we should be ready for hurricane season.
During hurricanes, that's a busy time for Public Works. We run 24/7 when the board declares a local state of emergency, and we keep the roads clear during the storm. In preparation of the storms, we prepare sandbags. Our goal is to always have 10,000 sandbags at any given time.
Community Support Services provides services to the most vulnerable among us. That includes addressing social factors such as housing and food access. Let's look at housing.
We recently converted 2 motels into affordable housing units. Budget Inn, now known as East Tumbling Creek, was converted into 36 one-bedroom units, and Scottish Inn, now known as Forest Edge, was converted into 31 efficiency units. The daily property operations will be managed by the Alachua County Housing Authority, one of our community housing providers. In addition, we purchased the Sunrise Apartments as a means to preserve affordable housing and other related housing vouchers. We are working to identify funds to renovate Sunrise Inn, as well as to purchase tiny container homes that will be placed at the Forest Edge complex.
Housing accessibility is also being addressed through the development process. The County Commission has made affordable housing a top priority.
The county's comprehensive land use plan was amended to include inclusionary housing, which is a policy that ensures the incorporation of affordable housing in new development.
That means a percentage of new homes will be reserved for units which cost no more than 30% of the resident's gross income, including utilities. Sometimes health emergencies require quick action from the county.
In response to the 2025 government shutdown and SNAP disruptions, Alachua County mobilized $200,000 to help residents in need.
We provided funding to 6 of our community resource centers to provide fresh produce to our Alachua County residents.
This effort was made possible through collaboration with community partners, Bread of the Mighty Food Bank, Grove Street Farmers Market, and High Springs Farmers Market. Additionally, a partnership with Frog Song Farms distributed healthy produce to 6 family resource centers to community members in need.
Health and social services are also an important component of safety and well-being. This includes the county's Crisis Center hotline, Opus and Metamorphosis' invaluable work to help clients overcome addiction and mental health challenges, and also assistance to our veterans.
The Crisis Center phone system was upgraded to allow for better management and supervision of calls and to meet accreditation requirements. To improve efficiency, Opus and Metamorphosis was moved to Community Support Services to focus on treatment and support. We revised programming to reduce length of stay at Metamorphosis and increase voluntary admissions. Veteran Services collaborated with our community and veteran organizations to ensure the holistic needs of veterans and their families were met by hosting the annual Veterans Resource Fair and Stand Down, bringing together organizations to address critical issues to include physical and mental health, homelessness, food insecurity, and benefit claims assistance.
The second pillar of the county strategic guide is people and place. This covers environmental stewardship and public places, including environment and conservation, parks and public spaces, transportation, and waste management.
2025 was a really special year for the county because it marked the 25th anniversary of the Alachua County Forever program. That's our county's land conservation and management program that has been working through the voters' will for the last 25 years to protect water resources and wildlife habitat and provide natural areas for folks to recreate in. The board read a proclamation in December. We had a celebration at the Prairie Creek Lodge with Alachua Conservation Trust also in December. and hosted many guided walks and hikes to get citizens out on the ground. We also closed on our 100th acquisition. We acquired 8 properties in total, and we were fortunate to receive $3.5 million of grant funding to help reimburse the costs of some of these recent acquisitions.
Another major initiative was the county's Climate Action Plan.
Last November, over 170 members of this community came together to celebrate the Climate Action Plan and its acceptance at a climate festival. The event was a significant milestone in this work to protect Alachua County, its people, its economies, and its natural resources. So the plan lays out strategies for our county and our community to be more resilient in the face of a changed climate. The plan is about protecting our air, land, and water. And it's these natural resources that are effectively the foundation for not only our economies here in Alachua County, but our quality of life.
Our quality of life is directly tied to the quality of our water. Alachua County EPD works hard to monitor and maintain that quality.
EPD has a monitoring program where we monitor surface water and groundwater to identify trends over time. This year, we partnered with Aquifer Watch to evaluate our network. As a result, we added additional wells, and we also published the results in a peer-reviewed journal. Water quality data can be important and can inform our programs and our policies.
EPD also works with local industry on the proper storage, handling, and monitoring of hazardous materials.
EPD staff inspected over 600 hazardous materials facilities, ensuring compliance with the Murphy-Wellfield and the Hazardous Materials Code, and visiting over 50% of the facilities in the county.
Another way the county seeks to protect our quality of life is through the protection of trees.
Last year, the Development Services Division prepared updates to the county's tree protection standards, which were adopted by the Board of County Commissioners as part of the Comprehensive Plan and Land Development Regulations. These updates strengthen the levels of protection for existing trees and tree canopy as part of the plans for new development. These updates ensure that larger and higher quality trees, such as champion trees and landmark live oaks, are preserved as new growth and development occur within the county.
And the county also strives to plant new trees.
Alachua County continues to work to provide shade and cooling opportunities in our community spaces through the county's tree planting program. This program plants trees in public spaces like parks, schools, and along sidewalks. Last year, trees were planted at 24 different locations, including 3 schools. That work was done with the tremendous support of over 700 volunteer hours from students at the University of Florida and citizens from around the community. Lincoln Middle School received trees through an Earth Day celebration and tree planting event, and Lake Alto Park had over 55 volunteers show up for the Arbor Day celebration and tree planting event.
Lake Alto Park is just one of the many scenic and diverse public spaces available in Alachua County, reflecting the county's investment in parks, trails, youth activities, and recreation.
We have 30 parks in the county park system, all of which are heavily used and enjoyed by the citizens of Alachua County, and allows people to connect with nature, spend time in the outdoors, and benefit from that sense of well-being.
And the county continues to maintain and improve its parks, updating the park's master plan and expanding access to both new and existing spaces to ensure they remain essential parts of community life.
Projects included our lightning protection system for Selland Oak, sinkhole remediation at Jonesville Park, and replacement of the Springside restrooms at Post Springs.
Cuskawilla is one of the county's newest and most versatile parks.
Cuskawilla Nature and Retreat Center is both public park and rental space, as well as provides outdoor education programs to local youth through field trips, homeschool programs, and summer day camp programs, and was named in 2025 the best summer camp by the Gainesville Sun Choice Awards.
As our community grows, so does the waste we produce. That's when Alachua County Solid Waste and Resource Recovery goes to work.
We were very busy in fiscal year 25-26. We managed 204,730 tons of solid waste, 15,500 tons of recyclables, as you can see behind me at our very busy material recovery facility, and 550 tons of hazardous waste.
The department is not only taking care of our trash, they're also integrating sustainability into daily operations, increasing recycling, reducing landfill use, and educating the public.
In our household hazardous waste facility, we expanded our program to accept lithium batteries, vapes, and solar panels, all for recycling at our hazardous waste center. We conducted our second Eco Chase Challenge, which was an incredible success. We had 47 teams running all over the county completing missions. It was awesome. We got a brand new tour trolley, so now we're giving more tours at the Levita Brown Environmental Park and Transfer Station and giving free presentations throughout the county.
Alachua County citizens want better roads, so here's what we're doing.
This year, we initiated $40 million worth of construction projects, and we completed $8 million. We completed northwest, northeast 53rd Avenue, northeast, northwest 156th Avenue, northwest 23rd Avenue, and County Road 234. These roads were selected because of the large volumes of people using these roads every day. They also were selected due to the condition of the roads. Some of the smaller projects that we did were what we call micro sealing, where we come back and protect the road. Before, we didn't have funding for that type of thing, but now we're investing more money into protection of the roads. If we can protect the roads and keep them, they will last a lot longer and save money on the long-term repair.
The county is also advancing long-term transportation planning with regional partners through the newly reorganized Transportation Planning Organization.
The MTPO has become the Gainesville and Alachua County Transportation Planning Organization. It has also expanded to be a countywide organization and includes new members. It's also hired a brand new director who's going to be building up a new leading independent organization. The TPO at its core is an organization that helps direct federal funding locally. A lot of our transportation issues don't start and stop at municipal boundaries or county boundaries. Going to a countywide model will allow us to better integrate our improvements and coordinate across agencies.
Traffic and bicycle and pedestrian safety is also a major county priority.
The Safe Streets and Roads for All program is a federal grant opportunity. The county received a Safe Streets and Roads for All action plan to develop a plan of action to reduce severe and fatal traffic crashes. The countywide bicycle pedestrian master plan is funded by the TPO. It's an interagency collaboration between the county, the city of Gainesville, and University of Florida. It's really taking a fresh look at what we need for people biking and walking.
The final pillar of the county's strategic guide is people, place, and prosperity. This includes economic prosperity and connectivity. It covers housing security, public safety and social justice, land use and infrastructure, and economic development.
Tourism continues to play an important role in the Alachua County economy. In fact, $1 in every $4 spent in Alachua County is related to a tourism activity, from overnight stays at hotels to short-term rentals, dining, fuel, and experiences across the county. In 2025, the destination welcomed 1.34 million visitors who stayed in paid accommodations, generating $531 million in direct spending. Tourism-related activities supported nearly 6,000 jobs last year and contributed $58 million in state and local taxes. Last year, 47 meetings and conferences were supported through the Meeting Advantage program, generating an estimated $8 million in total economic impact. The Bureau also supported 28 event sponsorships and 24 nature and culture organizations who received $1.6 million in grant funding. Additional investments supported sports tourism and destination marketing through targeted grants like the Sports Destination Enhancement Grant, the Small Cities and Towns Grant, and a cooperative billboard advertising program. Multi-channel marketing campaigns across Google, Facebook, Instagram, print, radio, and billboards continue to strengthen the Alachua County destination brand. It expands our reach, and it helps us attract visitors across all sectors.
One way the county has encouraged growth in the tourism economy is through the management of the county's sports and events center.
Alachua County took over management of the Alachua County Sports and Events Center. If you think about the first 2 quarters of the county's operation of this facility, we had over 135 public-facing activity days here at the center and 41 events that we conducted. One of the things that makes this facility unique is that during the wintertime, we have Florida's only indoor track and field facility. And we host events throughout track season, which for us begins in January of each year and typically ends in March.
In 2027, the center will again play host to the World Masters Athletics Indoor Championships as the only site in the nation to have previously hosted the prestigious event.
These are the types of events that bring attention to Alachua County to showcase it as a premier international destination and a place where visitors are welcome worldwide.
Another way the county is helping to grow the economy is by collaborating with the U.S. Army Reserve and Santa Fe College.
We're here at the U.S. Army Reserve Equipment Concentration Site, projected for completion in fall of 2026. This facility is a $36 million investment, and it represents the single largest investment in East Gainesville in the past 5 years. Because this facility will employ over 60 mechanics, the county worked with Santa Fe College to develop the heavy diesel mechanic training program.
The students come here during the week, and they also have classrooms here in our facility, and then they come out into the bays and practice on what they've learned. In the long term, it's going to help the whole community by having more heavy diesel mechanics available.
These jobs pay $25 an hour. These are great jobs for the community and a pathway to the middle class.
The joint county, federal, and state project, including the $36 million U.S. Army Reserve investment, was recently recognized by the Florida Economic Development Council with a statewide Innovative Partnership Award. The county is also working to bring more opportunity and growth to eastern Alachua County through the Forward Focus initiative.
This year, Forward Focus has been about reaching out to the community and engaging, listening to what the community needs so that we can be prepared for our analysis work in this coming year. In addition, we had an ICMA grant that was awarded to Alachua County. This grant for economic mobility and opportunity enabled the county to host a summit for the Forward Focus project.
The goal is to develop a comprehensive strategy to enhance quality of life, boost economic opportunities, and address community needs. The county also supports public-private partnerships and advocacy in other key sectors, such as food systems.
Last August, we brought together 60 agricultural entrepreneurs for an in-person agritourism workshop at Cuscawilla Nature and Retreat Center. Attendees heard from county staff on successful marketing tactics, fire safety, permitting, and zoning. They also heard direct from successful agritourism operators in Alachua County on how to build a successful agritourism business. Alachua County completed phase 1 of the Food Hub feasibility study, engaging with farmers, food buyers, and consumers to learn market needs and identify opportunities to support the local food system. Phase 2 is now underway at Frog Song Farms to test real-world strategies around local food aggregation and distribution and identify new market opportunities for local farmers to diversify revenue streams.
The Alachua County UF-IFAS Extension Office also plays a valuable role in local food production and education.
So UF-IFAS Extension in Alachua County held about 260 programs and reached over 27,000 residents last year in Alachua County. Our extension programs cover areas from livestock, agriculture, horticulture, 4-H, and family and consumer sciences.
One of the challenges that we have statewide as well and in Alachua County is a reduction in our ag lands as we have increased development. Even though we've seen a slight increase in agriculture in Alachua County, many of these farms are smaller.
The acreage of farms went down, and we have an average of about 116 acres per farm. Our small farms are typically diversified agricultural operations, and I invite everybody in the county to support their local agriculture.
Through the Small Farmer Grant Program, the county reinvested over $115,000 directly back into small farmer operations. 27 farmers across all 9 municipalities received funding to support infrastructure, purchase of equipment, and building improvements to support their small businesses.
In the county's strategic guide, safety and justice are inseparable. That means balancing the needs of victims and the accused. Where safe and appropriate, County Court Services is successfully diverting clients from jail into mental health and substance abuse treatment.
190 referrals were made to our jail population manager last year. 72% of those referrals were successful, and those inmates were released from jail to receive the medical treatment, the drug treatment, or the mental health treatment that they need. This is a savings to the community and the taxpayers from having to pay for these services while these individuals are incarcerated.
Court Services is also working to redirect some inmates into alternatives to the criminal court system.
Drug court, mental health court, and veterans court are alternatives to our criminal justice system to help our inmates and clients get the services they need to hopefully become productive members of society.
The safety of our animals is also important. County Animal Resources is working hard to achieve good outcomes for all creatures, great and small, that come into contact with the department.
This year we were the leading adoption agency for Alachua County, second year in a row with a live release rate of 90.14%. We also hired a new vet, allowing us to return to in-house spay and neuters, increasing efficiency.
The Alachua County Sheriff's Office will be taking over the handling of criminal animal enforcement investigations, and the department will also see positive change with the construction of a new shelter.
This new shelter will be built from the ground up as a no-kill shelter and will help modernize our shelter operations.
Over the past year, the county has been evaluating and appraising its comprehensive plan through a community involvement process. The county's aim is to balance economic, environmental, and social priorities by promoting compact development, infrastructure reuse, and strategic investment to prevent sprawl, reduce cost, and strengthen resilience.
The Alachua County Comprehensive Plan is a long-range policy document for the county which helps guide decision-making in a variety of subject areas, including land use and development, transportation, affordable housing, environmental protection, and economic development. Over the past year, growth management staff, in coordination with other county departments, has worked on an overall evaluation and update of the comprehensive plan to address changes in state statutes, as well as emerging trends in the local community and changing conditions as well.
Through the county strategic guide, Alachua County is working to remain focused on making thoughtful, community-driven decisions for the future, incorporating our values in local government with accountability and trust.
I speak for all my employees when I say that it is a privilege to serve the residents of Alachua County.